little rock wall up against the house. Some really nice delights on it. This is a hollyhock here, a black one. Some daylilies right here. Some more daylilies. A fig. Italian honey fig. Some mint. Nice red dahlia, like just nice clusters it gets on there. Some irises, some spearmint, some lavender. This is really nice lavender. You should cook with lavender more. This is a Kreger fuchsia right here. It's really nice. Like little dancing ballerinas. Cool, hey? Some artwork in the garden. Yep. And Joseph's coat of many colors. This is the very front of the food forest. I've made some more of these Joseph's coat of many colors. I've made a few of them, I've given them away. Yep. Over here is a lemon tree. A Valencia lemon, pardon me. Yeah, and it's my bucket garden. Here's a Calamandan orange, an agave, some different flowers, and here's the Joseph's coat that I made. Yeah. It's beautiful, hey? And this is some geraniums that I overwinter inside. And here is my bee water. Bees come and get water, and little, creatures and birds. And they'll need water, right? And here the deer ate the fig. Now it's coming back, so I must move it soon. But here is the lemons, one of a few I own, and it's gonna open soon. And the neighbor, she's from Africa, she was over looking at the lemons yesterday. She said, "Oh, that one's ripe." And I went, "No, it's not quite." I always let her pick whatever she wants, because she eats the skin for the oils, She's a fairly smart person. So this is my bucket show here, and this is a yuzu lemon here. And I rescued it. A guy dropped it off here, lived up the street, didn't know what to do with it anymore. It looked pretty rough, so here is, this is my front of the food forest. There's a lot going on here. There's dahlia tubers, all kind of lilies, because you're coming up to the front door, right? You want that smells, right? And they're coming along. I noticed the deer haven't been by, so that's a good thing. I put this little basket together. I'm going to put a plant in there. I put the basket together at the front door, and my next project is to paint the floor here, and I've got a friend coming to help me. It's a lot of work. Some artwork. I like artwork in the garden. Here's a friend of mine built this for me to hold back against, the soil coming against the wall, and during rain splashing, it would splash up against there. But now it's all fixed and resealed the foundation. That's another job a friend of mine did for me. Good to have friends. These are lilies here, all different kind of lilies, and another bird bath right here, because it's really important to have bird baths right now. Here's the seeds, and they're kind of sprouting and that kind of thing. So here is a bird feeder I found from the Secret Garden lady's place. It was just laying in the dirt. and the house has been removed. So I thought, well, gee, I'm going to fill that up. I'm going to clean it up and fill it up. And I sure did. They don't come by and feed because there's a lot of feed around right now. But I kept it going so that if there's any gypsy moths or anything like that showing up, that the birds would help themselves. And to any bugs. I don't get too many bug problems. I found one slug the other day. I found just one. This is a palmetto palm. Yeah, Fountain of the Valley. This is a really tall, I think this might be one of those Asian tango lilies. These are all lilies here, Osmerium, and here's a little thing so when you're inside, you get to see some flowers. You get to see these flowers here, and then you can watch birds feeding there. So yeah, yep. Here's the lemon tree. It adjusted well. I put it out when it's shady, in a shady area in the spring, and I can bring it inside. I don't have to because this is a Meyer lemon, but it's now going to be blooming again. I noticed right there a bloom. Yeah, so this all turned out really well. There's always something to do, always. This is the smoke bush. I rescued it from the secret garden lady's place. She left it behind. I rescued this from her place too, but it's not doing well. It's a white lilac. I think it misses it's the secret garden lady like most of us do. Here's some lavender. Here's some oregano. Here's a squash. You know, it all lives together, everything. Everything lives together. Like this foxglove, the Digitalis purpurea, right? Yeah. And this is different thyme, French thyme, lemon thyme, and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty nice, hey? Yep, yep, it's nice, very nice. Yep. Here's a yellow flag iris. They really like water. I'm going to be removing some this year. I'm just not a fan. They're short-lived, take up a lot of space, and it's just not for me. Here's a rhododendron. It's almost done, so I'll be removing this piece here. And be careful. You put your finger on it, but you don't want to touch this piece right. Okay, let's get some off there. This piece right there. So you want to go just above it and give it a little twist and pull it off. And now that you've done that, this piece here will grow out, and then you get more flowers. I really like the rhododendron. This torch red one I saved. I saved it, and it's very cool. Yeah. This is a honey crisp apple. They're getting pretty good size. They're getting really good size. Beautiful. Over here, this is a Friste plum. Nothing happening on it this year. The hail did that in. This is an Italian honey fig and a Greek honey fig, and I can't tell them apart, but the deer ate them and now they're coming back. They go in a cage. Here's a yellow rhododendron. It gave one bloom this year, so I'm like, wow, okay. This is yellow flag here. This is oh my gosh, I forget. berry. It's yeah, that's what it's called, berry. Yep. And then there's figs, lots of figs this year, tons of figs on everything. This is teasel, and that's teasel, and a nice little bit of water in there, and a bug. But birds really like that, drinking that water, hey? And here's a purple lilac. I purchased it at a big box store for 20 bucks. And it's coming along. That was like last year it was planted. Here is, this is another fig here. And it's a pretty good size. I just took a branch and buried it in the ground. And this is what grew up. I left one of the arms out. This is what grew up from last year. So it's kind of cool, eh? This is a eucalyptus here, rhodo there, olive there, yellow flag iris there. Yep. And here is a banana, which is kind of cool, right? And the yellow flag seems to be coming out here quite nicely. Well, I've established it. Okay, so here is a hydrangea right here. And yeah, so it's a hydrangea. The banana's doing quite well, hey? And this is an interesting fig. This one here is a pink fig. You see? And the newspaper kid brought it over and goes, "This is for you." And she made it from a fig that was in her parents' yard. I was like, "You're the coolest." This is Canum. Here we have goji berry, lots of goji berry, tons of goji berry, and a lilacs in there. And down here we have garlic and onions, that kind of thing, mint, stuff that mice don't like and ticks don't like. Like, you see all that mint right there? See that right there? That's chocolate mint, spearmint, orange mint, bull thistle. Deer don't eat bull thistle. And, you know, it's very full of garlic, hey? So this trellis, this arbor was built as a watermelon. They like to climb. So this is a watermelon arbor. So down here, this is an olive, and you got some yellow flag, and you know, this usual on top of the hugelkultur mound. So this is the watermelon here. And this one I purchased. So yeah. So that's there. And now I noticed the watermelon's coming up right there. Look, see? There's watermelon coming up. Yep. And this is a Casablanca lily in here. And here is some nasturtium here. This is nasturtium. These are different Asian lilies that I purchased and planted. I did not make those. And here is a watermelon, a different kind of watermelon. There it is there. It's called Sugar Baby. But I noticed there's other watermelon coming up through here. Yeah. This is the Star of Crimea. It's an olive, and it's doing quite well. It weathered here quite well. These garlic are just huge, hey? They're monsters. Yep. And I harvested the garlic in here. Here's my watering for the hugelkultur mound. You want the microbes to not die here. And a lot of people let their hugelkultur mound dry out. That's defeating the purpose. You want it to stay wet. This here is a black huckleberry bush. See? This is a Vaxium ovatum, I think. Yeah. So here is some squash, zucchinis, and watermelon, and lots of garlic. This garlic here is a monster. Look at this. Ooh. Yep. So over here, this is the strawberry tree. I purchased this one and the municipality brought me one, but the one I purchased is in really good shape. These are different things going on here in the food forest. This is the very front of the food forest. So it's very cool to see everything. And here's some watermelons coming up. Look there. Some people going to work. And here's no, that's a cucumber. Yeah, better put a trellis here. Yeah, so this is a really neat hugelkultur mound. That's what this is, hey? And it's really cool that I had the opportunity to be here. Oh, I had to squeeze through that. That wasn't pleasant, I'll tell you. Oh, I roped it off, and I think I twisted my back or spine or something. Anyway, here we have all different kind of squash and watermelon growing, and here we have Mullendock. Yeah. And here, this is used for toilet paper, hey? And other medicinal uses. Here's lavender, that kind of thing. Some potatoes, some garlic. And you can really get a sense of how big this, how tall it is. You see? This is a lot of soil, some lavender. You want to plant lavender here and there on a hugelkultur mound, and mint and garlic. It keeps a lot of creatures away. Really nice Digitalis purpurea. It's a white one. And so this is a yucca. And the pet crow just flew by. So yeah, here's some onions and mint. So I put out 3 birdhouses yesterday. Here's the little library with some food in it, you know. A little bit of food, can of soup for some people. And down here, we have a little birdhouse. 1 birdhouse, 2 birdhouses. You kind of want to hide them away. They like hiding. And these are new birdhouses for next year. So here is another birdhouse I had to put together, and it's on this Japanese plum is a kiwi and a grape into this one. So there's a lot going on here. Get up and grow, and remember, feed the birds.